What's up, everybody? Afro Joe here again. I just did a story about Jacob Roberts doing a mall shooting spree, and now going to talk about the Sandy Hook story, Elementary. And I thought it was kind of sad to hear that this guy named what's his name, Adam Lazina, went into a school and shot 20 kids and probably like 6 adults. Well, they keep changing numbers: 20 kids and 8 adults. Like, that's too many people to kill. There's too many people that's dead. They said, well, they saying it's like he was a dark and disturbed and deeply troubled boy from a wealthy family who unnerved his neighborhood and classmates. Master murder Adam Lazina, 20, he was 20 years old, was a ticking time bomb. People who knew him told the Daily News there was actually people that knew him said he was wrapped too tight. That they knew this boy was troubled. Like they say, watch out for them quiet ones, 'cause you know them quiet ones are the ones that's gonna snap. And it's true. But they said this. But the neighbors said was this was a deeply disturbed kid. A family inside told the Daily he considered having major issue. He was subject to outbursts from what I recall. He was a troubled kid. This Adam was friends, and officials say that from the syndrome or personal disorder had a tutor mind. He was socially awkward and at times unstable, but he was extremely bright. He was smart. The insider said he was look one. He was like one of the real brainiac computer kind of kids. It says a longtime family said has a condition where he couldn't feel pain. A few years ago, when he was on the basketball team, everybody had to be careful that he didn't fall because he could get hurt and not feel it. Said the friend. Adam had a lot of mental problems. He had a lot of mental problems. They said he had strange behavior. Was well heeled neighbors in leafy Newtown, Connecticut. His civilization. Adam has been a weird kid since we was 5. A neighbor and former classmate named Tim Delton wrote on Twitter, as horrible as this was, I can't say I'm surprised. Burning hell, Adam. Damn. Like his friend said that that's kind of bad. It says, but he knew he wasn't surprised that it was going to happen. He also seen a odd figure at Newton High School. Every Even before that, the Adam walked the halls of middle school carrying a black briefcase, while most students lunched their belongings in backpacks. They stuck out, said Tim. 20, 20 would graduate with Adam in 2010. It was different. Said Adam was a totally outcast, but he didn't speak much. Everyone just assumed he was a smart kid. That's why he didn't like talking to people all the time. He hung out with the smart crowd. And they said he was lived in a devoted mother, Nancy, and devoted family in the house, 4 bedroom, family's home bedroom, third found it stayed. Nancy divorced Adam's father back in 2008. Divorced him in 2008. Peter, now a vice president of Texas for GE Energy and Finance Service, agreed to announce the payments. The couple had married on June 6, 1981 in Kingston. And Adam was born, and they divorced. Peter was on hard, and his lawyer said he was very upset that he was getting divorced, but didn't want to take it out on anybody. Said like he felt kind of like I'm put this story in there, the story, but it's like this. Like my opinion is on like this. I heard the stories about what this kid did. That he was he's a smart kid. He was kind of like a nerd, smart kid. He stayed to himself. He didn't bother nobody and stuff like that. He lived in. They say he lived in a strict house. His mother was strict on him. Now you ought to know, like I said before, it's them quiet ones you need to watch out. And and this dude was. It was sad because this dude was so quiet. They say he was a brainiac. That he was a brainiac. He didn't bother nobody. He lived in a strict house with his mother, and she had all these guns in her house. They knew the boy wasn't rap tight, and know that he had mental problems. But why would you keep a lot of guns in a house around a person that's mental? That's one that makes you question things. Why would you have a lot of guns in the house around a mental kid that's like need to take bipolar medicine and stuff? They say that he woke up. They say he got up and shot his mother at home. His mother was a school teacher at the Sandy Hook Elementary School. And they say, well, today I heard earlier that I got some little information from a complete stranger saying that the reason why he went to school because he went to the school and had a disagreement, had an argument, something like that, and he didn't like it. So that because I still question it. I don't know if it's true or not what happened, but I still question it. Why would you go to a school and kill 20 kids or 7 or 8 adults, and one of the adults being a principal of the school, killing kids to between 5 to 7 years old? That is the worst thing to hear, man. It's gotten so bad that it made President Obama cry. You could say, "Oh, Obama has no feeling," but he cried over it. But like I said, man, it's just something. It's just something that this kid was wrapped so tight, and he was so smart that he went out and shot her, and then he killed himself in the school. He killed himself in the school, and like I said, man, because like I said, when I did that Jacob Roberts video, I say both of them were. I say both the crimes, the Jacob Roberts case and this Hook Sandy Hook Elementary School case, was done in the same week, a week before Christmas. 20 kids are dead. They will never see Christmas. They will never know what love is. They will know what being married is. They will never know what it's like to have something. And they, and and they killed 7 or 8 adults that will never see their kids grow up. They'll never see the kids grow up, get married, have kids, and it's funny. The Jacob Roberts case in Oregon and this Sandy, a question that all in the same week but distance apart. It's like I said in the last video. No matter which way you turn, you gotta watch your back because you don't know who's gonna be in a place with a gun. You can be at the mall, Jacob Rubber store. You can be at the theater, that James Holden character. You could be in school, this Adam Lindsay, Lindsay, another Columbine, another Little Run. It's the worst one, killing 20 little kids that had nothing to do with it. Poor little kids, man. It's sad. When I heard the news, man, I didn't want to watch it. I did not want to hear about this story. I did not want to hear the story because it broke my heart to see 20 kids getting killed before Christmas. 20 kids. And it makes you wonder, man, what you're sending your kids out there for. It's like, why even send your kids out in the world where they can get shot down quickly? That's all it is too. It's just ridiculous, man. Like I don't really know the whole story. I'm just getting bits and pieces about it, pieces about this story. Like hearing that, like I don't know. Like I say, if he was quiet and he was unstable, don't you? If I was his mother and I knew my child was unstable, I would have took every gun I had in the house and just sold them or did something with them. Because one thing is, I don't want to keep a child around that's unstable around loaded weapons. And that's where he got the guns from. He got his guns from his mother. Killed his mother. Went to the elementary school and shot up some kids and some adults. I said this is happening every day, and people sit up there and complain about Obama. It's not Obama's fault. The reason why this dude snapped. So y'all can sit up there and bitch complain about what Obama's doing, but it's not gonna fix this situation, this problem. It's been happening every day. It's been happening since the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, since time, time, since the beginning of time. Even back in biblical days, there was kids getting killed to be sacrificed, or kids getting killed over nothing. Over the years, man, and people now want to point the finger. That's what people wanted to point the finger at Obama. The reason why he doing. No, it's not Obama's fault. It's sad, man. That could have been your child. That could have been your son, your daughter, your niece, your nephew, your cousin, a friend's child. You just don't know. Life is too short. Life is too short, and this goes on. Like I said, man, if his mother knew that he had problems, issues, mental problems, not mental problems, but chemical. See, that's one thing. Some of the most intelligent people on this earth have nervous breakdowns. Look at Albert Einstein. He had a nervous breakdown. He was tired. There was so many smart people in this world that have nervous breakdown, and this guy was in his 20s. He was in his 20s and he had a nervous breakdown and killed 20 kids and probably 7 or 8 adults. So that's like 27, 28 people dead and gone because he was unstable. Like I said, I'm gonna put the story in the description box, and I just don't know no more, man. To be honest about people doing this, man. I really wasn't gonna do these stories. Thought I was gonna take a break from them, but It's coming down to it that it's happening right before Christmas, man. Them kids ain't gonna know nothing. Ain't gonna know nothing. They're gonna be sit there in a box, dead, and their parents is gonna be miserable because of this incident. It makes you wonder why didn't his mom get this boy help? Why didn't she get this boy some help, man? 'Cause you know he was mentally unstable. Smart, but mentally unstable. The boy could have probably made a bomb and blew everybody up. You just don't know. What's next? What's next on what's gonna happen? Somebody go into a grocery store and start shooting up? Just never know. Just never know, man. Just never know. And like I said in the last video, if I'm missing out on some information, please do a video response and just say, Afro, here's some information that you didn't know, and just say the information instead of being evil ass and say you're a dumbass, you don't know what you're talking about. Just put it out there, man. Just say, hey, let me add this on Afro Joe. Add some information on this Afro. Da 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 da. There you go. You don't have to. You don't have to be evil about it, but you know what I mean. But follow me on Twitter at Afro Joe the Wookie. Subscribe to my channels, CeeLo Junior 2, CeeLo Junior 3. Follow me on Tumblr, and I'll put this story in the description box, man. Y'all holler at me. Peace, love, Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy holidays to everybody. Peace, love, and soul.